Showtime, folks. It was cloudy yesterday morning. Time is 3:28 a.m. on Thursday, March 13th of 2025. So legit, we just caught actually the very first one. I'm partially saddened. 2 people unsubscribed to my channel. It's whatever. I know I'll get more. So the rest of you that are still subscribed and still watching, thank you very much. You guys are seriously beyond greatly appreciated. Don't worry, like I said in my other videos, like this isn't gonna always be like where this is being recorded from. Just again, Wisconsin weather during this time of the year isn't the best, but clearly this continues to keep happening. Now with this being the 13th, I just seen another one. I think it was pointing a little too up, but we're now officially 6 days away from this happening for a total of 2 straight months. But, like I've said in my past recordings, as long as this continues to keep happening, which obviously it is, because again, we're 6 days away from this being a 2-month thing. All days that were not captured were because of massive cloud coverage. There's one right there, I think. No, my bad. That's a star up top. So the two right there that you can see the stars. So if they're popping up in this area. But at least we got that star there to have as like a reference. They might be kind of on the slow side because this is like the one morning. I can't even think of the date off the top of my head, but it was like 7th or 8th or something like that. It's kind of like that haze again, but it's not all over though either. And I don't know if the phone, yep, there it is. So this probably said, I don't know if the phone caught that because it was like just starting to go down because I was looking around. But once again, going on the debunking end, these are not planes, these are not helicopters. There's another one coming in. Hopefully it gets bright enough for us to see it, or the phone might have caught it. But I'm pointed right in the area. Let me just back it up just a little bit. And there's another one. Hold on. There it is. Right there. Again, not airplane, not a helicopter, not a satellite, not Starlink, not a meteor, not an asteroid, not a comet, not space debris. Because again, if that were the case, why is this occurring every single morning, approximately around the same time, and literally only when it's clear skies? Because say if it were military, why would they only do it with clear skies? They would also be doing it with clouds. Because you hear planes flying around all the time. So, I am definitely... Oh, there's another one. Right there. That one came in kind of low. I didn't even see it. So that definitely came from somewhere to the left. But it's definitely descending downward. And probably no further than the the tower over to the right. Here's one up top. But seriously, I'm absolutely certain that this is not human. Not being like everybody else, like, oh, this is a UFO, this isn't human, even though it actually is a human craft. It's like the biggest problem I've noticed is people aren't debunking themselves. They're just automatically, oh, it's a UFO. Like, I even, like, was able to have a comparison of all of this going on to show my mother out back. Like, I was watching what appeared to be an orb, and there's another one coming down. But it's just not bright enough. But the spot was like right there. Like right in that area where I seen it. So just kind of keep your eyes peeled, like I said, like within this area and then probably down through right here. Because again, I'm kind of looking in other spots and talking. But so anyways, I thought I seen an orb coming from the south going northeast towards me. And then the plane, and that's exactly what it was, started turning. So what appeared to be an orb was just a headlight on the airplane. As soon as it started turning, you could see all the FAA regulated, lights on it. But like this, this is not planes. They're not drones. And there's another one. Right there. So again, like that one came from somewhere to the left and is coming right. Damn, I keep forgetting to turn around and pull up Google Earth. Or Google Earth to turn around and use the satellite view so I can actually figure out what's over that way and see how many areas within. I'm going to just turn real quick. So again, this initially started over this way, but they seem to, be landing somewhere throughout this area. So I'm just real curious to see how much area within that proxy that they could actually land in. Because from the looks of it, they're landing on land. They're not going down in the water. Now, if they're going to the water, and I've been seeing them, they seem to be close, and then they go off in the distance, which obviously I've captured that. I'm just seriously happy that I got a good phone that I can turn around and actually capture all this on. Just makes me wish that a phone like this was around in 2012 with that Belgium 89. If I would have had a phone this good, like, I wouldn't even probably be even really too concerned about recording these. Or at least as much as I have. Because that was the money shot. Ooh, I just caught a meteor. My phone wasn't gonna pick it up. I'm gonna zoom back real quick. Oh, too much. Yeah, I just straight up seen a meteor come right through here. Oh, sorry guys. Trying to zoom back in or zoom out, whatever you want to say. Yeah, just something random. If nobody's ever seen the show Reacher on Amazon, definitely watch that because their third season is pretty good actually. And then if you're into the Marvel Universe, definitely peep out Daredevil Born Again. I cannot wait until the 4th episode. I'm just still waiting for whenever they're gonna say Stranger Things is gonna come out. I found out recently, I don't know if anybody watches the show From, but that's a really good show too. It's made by the guy that did Lost. So if you love Lost and you've never seen the show From, I definitely recommend. And 2 sounds like, if you've never seen it and you want to, probably a good time. Because I recently read that it sounds like the next season isn't going to release until next year. Which I'm kind of boned about that one. I don't know why. What is it? MGM, I think it is. I don't know why they're putzing around with that one. And actually, crud, hold on. There is one slowly dropping down. It's just, I can't catch it. But that one's the first one I've seen that high up. Like it was above the, thankfully because of the neighbor's garage light popping on, you can just barely see the power line here, but it popped up right around here. That is definitely the first, first one that was that high up. See, I'm still seeing it right there in the middle of the screen. If it lights up again past them branches, we'll see it. But it was literally right in the middle of the screen. I know the branches aren't blocking us that bad, and I think there's probably going to be another one coming from the left, because I thought I just seen a small little light. Because it was like right in that area. So they're definitely active. It's like after those other two moorings I got, I'm actually hoping one comes actually close again. Because I swear too, those towards the end of Ooh. I think that guy's walking his dog again. But yeah, well, actually not the last recording, because that one, I think things got a little goofed up because of a lot of plane activity, which again is where I know, like, the difference between them and the fact that people are misidentifying in other places, because these things, they don't do anything when there's planes around. But, yeah, so the third and second to last recording from, the 9th and the 10th, I believe it is. Yeah, 9th and the 10th, because the 11th was just the other day. There was nothing yesterday. Another one. But yeah, close towards the, last half hour, them couple, there were a couple, or I think actually it was the same in both of them. It was like two came close, then a little after that another two came actually pretty close, and I want to say they were only probably within like a block and a half to 2 blocks away from me, so they were very close. So these things, they're not that big. And like, I don't know, like if they are grays, you know, they have been depicted as being rather on the small side versus being on the big side, so I could definitely see something like the grays being in a very small craft. I didn't see any person walk by. I don't know whose dog that was then. Because that was a rather loud bark. I know it's not my direct neighbors. The guy on the side of me's got a lab, but he ain't up right now. Where are you? There you are. There's another one. There we go. And then, yeah, one neighbor across the street from me's got a couple of labs himself, and they're not out. Actually, I think I see the one sitting by the window waiting for his mom to come home. She's got weird hours. I think she's in healthcare, so her hours are a bit over the place. But it's like, yeah, one or both of them are gone. Their dogs are always sitting up by the window. But yeah, for real, I'm really hoping that they come close again. Yeah, I can't wait for warmer weather here. Because I'm pretty sure this place that's kind of in the direction we're pointing, I think I'll actually catch a lot of this stuff over by the lake, because it's literally right by the lake. But not too sure if we'll really catch the stuff that's happening right over there, though. It's like it's like I gotta start at this point and then eventually head down there. But from my experience going down to the storage facility near the tower, they definitely are aware of you. So it's like I gotta figure out how to be sneaky. If you're hearing that fabric moving around, I was just trying to adjust my curtain. Then, yeah, again, like I said, they kind of seem to be on a slow momentum. Not as many of them come down usually after the first time of there being no clouds around. And I was just kind of doing a slight little pan around. I was kind of actually surprised maybe like an hour ago to see that it was pretty much clear skies, because I didn't even bother to actually look at the forecast. I just knew it was supposed to be cloudy, and well, we got lucky. I'm gonna have to check again, see if the forecast has changed at all for the remainder of the week going into the weekend, because it was supposed to be all clouds. And excuse me, yesterday morning, the 12th, I sat actually here for probably about like 10-15 minutes, just past the 3:30 point, just to see, do they actually come down? And I was like, no, they don't. And I've done it already, and way back towards the beginning when we basically went into a small little stretch of clouds. They do not come down when it's cloudy. Or if they do not light up. It's easier for us to kind of misidentify, in obviously a different sense, instead of obviously being misidentification of, oh, this wasn't a UFO or, whatever. It's just an airplane or a satellite or whatever. It's easy for us to think different if they come down when it's clear skies, because you'd think, oh, it's a plane or meteor, debris, whatever. But with clouds, on the other hand, I think I've been catching some kind of glimpse of them maybe through there. But yeah, with clouds, that's just way too noticeable. Way too noticeable. I mean, obviously what I've been catching is very noticeable, but it's not the same, because like I said, you could just basically, like, in a way, misidentify them as thinking, oh, it's just a plane or whatever, but it's not. Because too, usually with airplanes, like, if it's not close enough to the airport, you don't see airplanes usually flying under the clouds unless they're somewhat relatively near an airport so they can descend and, land on the runway. We're 26 minutes in. 3:55 a.m. Yeah. The Orb UFOs of Wisconsin. Never thought a year ago I would have been doing this. See, and again, I thought like I caught like a little flicker. But I'm not seeing anything after the fact. At least so far, I don't see any possible planes. Kinda glad I got this decent ledge to actually prop my phone up onto to keep it more sturdy. Yeah, this definitely seems like one of those times where they're, again, just, it seems like kind of a pattern, they're slow on coming down when it's been cloudy for a day. If it picks up, or not picks up, if it's not going to be cloudy tomorrow, then there's still a good chance that tomorrow morning they might actually come down a lot more in the beginning. And again, I have not seen a single soul in Wisconsin, specifically my city, putting anything up. So I am like literally the only person that is catching this stuff. I think a lot of people, like, if they're trying to do it, it's probably actually around PM time. Oh, okay. That's why we haven't seen anything. You can just barely see a flash right in the middle of the screen right now. Airplane going through. So it's like they're definitely aware when clouds are going through. Or not clouds. Duh. Kind of had that stuck on my brain because of discussing the whole pattern with them and clouds and everything. But yeah, when planes are going through, they don't do anything. So if they're, I'm not seeing anything that indicates that they're coming out of a portal. They gotta be coming out of a mothership that's right up there, right where I'm pointing right now. Well, more so, right about middle of the screen. And it's like they're aware well, the mothership's obviously got to be cloaked, and they are aware of planes coming through. So they're like, hey, hold up, don't head out the bay door yet. But considering the amount that also comes out of these things, or comes out of that, like, that ship has got to be big for the amount that comes down. And I think any of the other ones that are way up high, they came from somewhere else, from another ship. But I am not doubting, like, there's probably multiple motherships, probably in every major city. And it ain't gonna be like some Independence Day thing either, where, you know, this big old fireball smoke thing comes through the atmosphere, and then just after a little while, bam, you see the big ass ship. It's like, no. I don't think they're that large. But they're definitely of a good size. So as me, I definitely know the moment that they're like, you know, peekaboo, hi, I see you. You know, they show themselves. Me, I'm not gonna be crapping my pants, because I'm fully prepared for it. Now my family, on the other hand, that I think I could see, especially my brother, because it's like, at first when I showed him the first initial stuff, like, he seemed like he was a believer, but then, like, after the first few times, you know, talking to him about it, oh, that's not what it is. Dude, you were just literally, you know, agreeing what it was, and then you're back on denial. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to be crapping my pants when they finally show themselves. It's like, you're going to be. Come on. You know you want to calm down. You know. Again, I'm not seeing any planes in the area other than that one that popped up. There's like, seriously, no clouds around. Just kind of wondering if they're kind of laying back a little bit. Again, probably just one of them short or dragged out time periods where it will end up, you know, like I said, it'll get better. They will start to pop up eventually to the right and going off to the right. But yeah, haven't seen one for a minute. Let's see if I got you guys in the same spot. There we go. Just want to make sure your phone's right in the right spot, because I'm going to look around, and if one pops up, at least you guys will catch it. I'm just kind of looking around up in the air. That is most definitely. Ooh! I just seen one through the trees. It was right there. So that one was low again. Just going a little bit there. There's one. There's one. Come on close, buddy. I mean you no harm. I mean, as long as you don't mean me harm, we're kosher, dude. Come close. Just come close. So I kind of think it's interesting like that. Like, prior to that one coming down, there was one already kind of on the low side, coming from the left, going to the right. But yeah, that thing definitely came from up high there. A bit closer, so we're what, at 36 minutes in? Again, if you're at this point of the video, thank you for being at 36 minutes. Again, you know, they do start to eventually pop up more so to the right, opposed to how it starts off in the beginning being a smidge more off to the left. And it's kind of at times too, like I feel the phone doesn't do this justice. It's like what I'm seeing with my own eyes. It's like once it was like pretty well lit up, like it almost had like that essence of like seeing one of the brightest stars, not a planet, but one of the brightest stars in the sky. Just had that edging to it, kind of more so like what you've seen in like religious paintings and, you know, hieroglyphs and stuff. So I'm definitely, I think actually I might have eyes on one up high. It's just very light. Very light. Because it's gonna come, if it's gonna start getting bright, we should see it right in that area. But yeah, it's like what's been depicted in, you know, like I said, religious type photos and in ancient hieroglyphs and stuff. They were seeing exactly what these are, because like seeing it look like a bright star, and then there's a man sitting in like what appears to be a cockpit. This is literally the same thing. This is literally the same thing. And who knows, maybe it's a recurring thing, you know, every so many centuries they start to, you know, come down, and eventually they're gonna interact with us. I mean, hey, who knows, maybe there's like a big reset. Neighbor going to work. But yeah, too, you know, like I said, like, who knows, maybe they intervene and reset civilization every so many millennia, you know, because it's like, part of me does always kind of wonder, like, why is it that we find ancient buildings, you know, ancient structures with fossils of ourselves so deep underground? Or is it possible that the Great Flood that maybe that has something to do with it. Like maybe the Great Flood actually happened more so around the time of those civilizations being basically wiped out and buried. And we just don't have records of that because you gotta think, like, it took a long time for people to travel from, one part of the planet to the other part of the planet with just being able to travel by sea. I still keep on. Right. Just gotta bear with me, guys. I'm trying to. There it is. So, right on my fingertip there, that's that one star. But I keep seeing something like moving along this little area from that star that's right there. I was gonna say it would have been funny if I would have totally have had another ET phone home on and start pointing and then bam, one pops up. That was pretty cool the other morning. Yeah, it just seems like that slow time period. And again, I haven't seen any more flashing lights. And I haven't caught anything through the trees there. And to the ones I swear I've seen a couple of them at least in that upper area. But it's like they were going to the right, so I don't know if those ones were just heading right off towards the lake and they're just not lighting up, so it's, not seeing anything. Just one second, guys. Forgive me. If we're gonna see it, it's gonna be right at the top of the screen. I just need to give my arm a little bit of a break. Man, I want to grab my drink. It's just a smidge too far from me. Yeah, like I said, right there, right where I'm pointing, just at the tip of my finger is where that star is. So if they're gonna appear kind of in that area. He's doing this, it gives me an opportunity to also look around. I know we'll pick them up if they get bright enough. Actually, I need to use the restroom, so I guess I gotta remember around 45 minutes in So when I go to review, I'm gonna look and see if anything happened while I was away from my phone. But I'll be right back, guys. And I see a kitty cat on the road. Well, hopefully we caught something. Yeah, I think we're more so gonna see stuff from this spot. It'll happen. Oh, my lower back. If you're a lot younger than me, in the words of Adam Sandler, stay young as long as you can, because it royally sucks getting older. Be wise. Don't do a whole lot of dumb stuff involving your body, because trust me, once you get more up into the 30s and start getting into that 40 bracket, it starts getting a lot worse. I'm not looking forward to what it's going to be like in 10 more years. And just kind of trying to look around a little bit. I'm fairly confident that we'll start catching them around this area. So I haven't seen anything off to the left. Again, I'm just bummed that they're not off over more to the right here and doing what they were doing with the tower. Again, if you haven't gone further back into my recordings, definitely do. some point I'm gonna probably start watching back through from the beginning, just to, you know, see the progress for nearly 2 months. If anything, I'll probably start. Oh, that's why they didn't do anything. That is most definitely an airplane, guys. Now, that one thing where I said it is definitely I'm pretty sure it was actually a UFO, is the fact that Orbs were still actually doing their thing when that thing was going through. But that's an airplane. So you just have to hold up here. Definitely seems like they're being more cautious, I feel, since that other morning where there was a lot of them that were coming through. It's like they don't want to be 100% seen. It's probably because it's not time yet. It just makes sense to me. Like, if we don't see one in like another minute or two, there could be a possibility there's more planes coming through. It's kind of weird too, because like, since doing this, planes haven't been normally going through around these times. So kind of makes me wonder, is the planes going through civilian, or are they actually military? Because again, there is some form of a military base off that direction. Don't know where. Sure ain't in my city. It's definitely way further away. I don't know what air base would be to the east from me. And those military bases that were like having to shut down because of these things, like, and I totally believe that. I don't see those guys joshing anybody. Like, kind of wonder, is that airbase seeing stuff, and it's not being reported? Because too, it's like, media has not really been covering this stuff yet. People are still capturing stuff, so it's like we're back to them trying to shove disclosure of these things under the rug, evidence of these things under the rug. Like with my TikTok, like, oh, if I share something funny, or like maybe some political stuff or something, kind of making fun of the whole situation anyways, like, that stuff gets some pretty good views. But my evidence of these things, I'm lucky if there's maybe like 100 views. Like, if you go over to my TikTok, one of my pinned videos is actually me using my Spirit Box application and asking the spirits if the I can't remember if I actually said the orbs or if I might have said the drones, but I asked, were they human or alien? And then I got the response of alien. That literally has like over 6,000 views. I think it's actually like it's 6.5 something views. It just kind of baffles me. Hey, look at you. Come close, buddy. I don't bite unless you ask me to. It's like the thing was kind of starting to come this way, and then it's heading off towards the lake now. Come back. But yeah, I definitely know TikTok suppresses a lot of stuff. Like me, I hate discussing politics. I'm an independent voter, you know. I turned around and I shared this thing of, well, Trump recently being on TV, like openly admitting, like, oh, I was gonna lose, and they rigged the election for me to win, and I won. Literally said that straight up on live television. And like, nobody's really talking about it, or I wonder why they're not coming down. There's another plane up top, right there. Getting close to the center of the screen. I'm starting to actually wonder if they're maybe aware of these. And if they are, that means that they know I've been capturing these things in this area. It's the only thing I can think of. Because again, like, we don't normally see civilian airplane traffic around this time. And then there's another one right up there. That's two. Right. Actually, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 in total? There's 4 planes in total. But yeah, again, apologies for bringing up the politics. It's just, like, you know, if legit, like, the election was rigged and he was given the win, it actually therefore means he's not the actual president. I mean, if you're one of his voters, now, I'm not gonna really hate on you, but, like, you can't dispute those kinds of facts. Like, if dude's sitting there literally saying, oh, the election was rigged for me to win, and I won, like, that's cheating, which then therefore means he's not the rightful president. It means Harris is actually the rightful president, and means anything that he has signed into order actually does become null and void. But anyways, enough of that. Like I said, I'm an independent. I'm not a Democrat. Like, if you actually gave me a Republican that had the right views and right policies and stuff, I might actually vote for that person. Just me, I'm not going to turn around and waste my vote on one of the other political parties, because those other political parties never get in anyways. So it's like you're forced into one or the other, the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. I don't exactly find that fair, you know. But it's like, oh, if they got the money, that's what it's all about. Is Money, money, money. But again, I'm done with the political end. Apologies if it kind of rocks the boat with you, but everybody has the right to their opinions. As long as you don't go trying to force your beliefs on me, we're good. But that is straight up weird though. Like, that much plane activity. I did, like a month ago, I reported my sightings to I believe it was the International UFO Society or something like that. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I did put my information in there and even gave them the link to my channel. So if you're seeing this, guys, like, get these planes to stop going through. Because all you're doing is scaring them. Best thing to do is just find a spot and sit in a van, you know. But yeah, I reported it to that because I felt it needed to be shared with more than just the people, you know. So I'm sure not going to contact the FBI like they're saying to. I don't trust them. Like, what are they going to do? They're probably going to turn around and try to seize my phone or something. Or put me in a black site. I'm like, I don't think so. Attica will fight for my freedom. But yeah, straight up, I think that is part of our problem here. It's like the other morning. Too much civilian or, human activity going on, and they're not doing their thing. Where are we at? Hour and 3? I know it ain't it, but time is 4:31. There might be a 50-50 of me possibly doing another TikTok live tomorrow morning if it's not cloudy out. Test the waters again with doing that, because I don't know, part of me feels that like they might be able to intercept that frequency, because obviously I'm not just doing a standard recording, that I'm actually broadcasting through the internet, so they might be able to intercept that signal and might not do anything. seriously hope those. The fact that 4 planes have been through that didn't spook them on not wanting to come down. Unless there's more planes coming through, and I just haven't seen them yet. Where are you? I know I've seen you. It's not bright enough for me to pick it up. I can see one up top there. And no, that's not it. That's a star. Or possibly a planet, but it's literally right up there. Came from the left and it's going to the right. Huh. I just caught some kind of flashing up by that star. But then it stopped. Just obviously one of our slow points. Most like I said, because of the amount of air traffic from our own crafts, they might not come down. Like they could just be like, oh, enough of them, made it down, so they're not going to send any more. I'm still sitting here after, close to now 2 months waiting to actually see one like go down and then actually go back up. But that has not happened. So these things definitely, unless they do go back up and they just don't light up. It's the only thing I can think of. Or they are still down here. And that they maybe don't go back up until it's actually daytime. Or are they actually going down into the lake? I did at least look up a while ago what was straight off from me, like several blocks away there's actually somebody with a pretty big pool in their backyard. But I don't know if I seen right, the one main road that's a few blocks from the right of me, if you go left and you follow the road all the way down, it looks like it actually goes to like a docking area for boats. I've even wondered, like, I might actually be able to go to that area because people do fish rather early. That's one thing about Wisconsin. People, I'm sorry for moving around. People definitely have a thing for fishing real early in the morning and going hunting. I like fishing. I've never truly done hunting. Hey, hi. Oh, dude, there's two of them. There's two of them. That was cool. So it took definitely quite a bit for him to come back down again. It was right in the keyhole. See, at least kind of with the lighting out there, you can obviously see the power lines and that support line. So it's like, why does he keep saying keyhole? It's basically, like I said, that little opening straight ahead. It's like I've dubbed it the keyhole. There's one right there. At least I think that, no, that's the start, but there was one actually right up there with it. Zoom out just a little bit. I think I could actually hear some sandhills off in the distance. It's most definitely a good sign that we're just about in the clear for maybe not seeing any more snow, or at least like if we do, it'll be very light. we're pretty much about in the home stretch. $4.44. Another angelic number. Bada bing, bada boom. Pop up. I would literally be dipped if that would have actually have happened. It's kind of weird, like hearing the sandhills off in the distance in a way, kind of swear like there's Native Americans way off in the distance. I don't know why, just like their sound from afar kind of sounds like, you know, I don't know like the right terminology other than obviously it's like a Native American call sound, but they sound very similar. Kind of actually makes me wonder, like, is that kind of where they might have gotten that call sound from, is sandhill cranes? And two, Wisconsin was definitely known for Native Americans. Hey, there's that kitty cat. Hi. What's up, little dude? Like, I don't want no part of you. If you're a male, my female cat would probably like you. I don't know if that was actually the same cat from before or not. And it'd be weird if that was, because that means actually like probably went around the block. Because that last cat that I'd seen when I went to the restroom came from the same direction. Or unless, is it a glitch in the Matrix? Are we actually in a simulation? I had to charge my vape. Dang it. Sorry guys, oh no, screw it. I'll just turn around and worry about it after I'm done. I was gonna just plug my thing in, but it definitely just seems like it's massive slow point. And again, it could be because of the plane traffic. Or you might just get lucky to get one or two here and there. But I'm sure that they'll keep doing their thing way up high. Because that planes aren't gonna see. But that's definitely our spot. Like I said, after they start doing what they do over this way as time progresses, this seems to be the area. And I haven't seen anything for a while since those last two, and that was almost 10 minutes ago. Don't know if I would just want to turn around and maybe stop now or wait just a little bit longer. It's obviously like the last time. I think I only recorded for like an hour and a half. And then once I went outside, caught the one going towards the tower, which if I would have been here, we would have seen that thing coming through that way. And of course that light had to pop on. I know that's not one above that house. That's part of that power line. And then I caught a bunch of them overhead, but I was only able to pick up one, which I put in a short. That was not easy with a bad neck and bad back to sit there and stay steady and also turn in the process, because it came from the west and was going to the east. And that's literally like what the whole theme seems to be. Like, yeah, some come from way up high from the north or the south, but like never see them coming from the east going to the west. It's like always the west to the east. Like they're trying to beat the sun. That's a glare. That's a glare. That's a glare. Glare, 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 glare. Huh. I don't know, folks. I don't know if they're gonna pop up again or not. I mean, it's possible. And if they do, it's gonna be straight ahead. Seriously hate that glare popping up in the top left. It's definitely been just a smidge over. It's been about like 12, 13 minutes now since those two popped up. There we go, finally. Yeah, I'm starting to think this is going to be basically like that last time. Might have caught what we're going to catch. Those planes messed it up. Just from basic observation of these things for almost full 2 months now, I'm real skeptic on the whole situation out in New Jersey. Because if there's literally that much air traffic with drones and airplanes and helicopters, it's just part of me, it's like hard to believe that some of the things that people are saying they're seeing is actually what they're seeing. It's like they might be catching an orb here and there, but a lot of people are misidentifying. Too much misidentification going on. Somebody liked one of my posts on TikTok. It's like the 4th notification I've seen coming through. Yeah. I think I'll turn around and maybe just end it. I'm not gonna go through that whole thing of like editing out and speeding it up. Like, I'm only doing that kind of stuff to try to attract people over to the YouTube page by like putting up an hour on TikTok that's like 5 or 6 minutes long on speeding up the video just to, again, try to attract people over here. But I think that might be all she wrote, guys. Because in about 30 seconds, actually, hold on. 30 seconds from now, it'll be an hour and 30 minutes since it started. And we're roughly about 3 minutes away from it being 20 minutes since those two came through. And I haven't seen anything else since then. So, yeah, I think the airplanes coming through is within such a short time span. They might be done coming down. It's like, mission abort, scrub the mission. Houston, we got a problem. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. Trust me, I am almost positive that there will be more. And as long as this keeps going on and the weather starts improving temperature-wise, I will be going beyond doing this from my window or from my front yard every now and again. So I guess the good old line at the end. This is Supernatural Folklore Investigations signing off. Y'all stay spooky. Take care, you guys.